Let me grab your attention by asking two questions. First, are you a student? And second, do you like to play sports? And if you answer two of the questions yes, well then I'll need to tell you a fact that will actually blow your mind. Did you know that college athletes are not being paid for being on the team or participating for the college, playing sports, representing their college in sports? They are not being paid. So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Daniel Hazib bin Hazil Effendi from class C EEE 3C, and today I'm going to talk about should college athletes be paid for being on the sports team. Personally, in my opinion, I feel like yes, college students should be paid for being on the team. So today in my slide, we're going to talk about four main topics for our topic, which is should college student be paid for being on the sports team. So first of all, let me start with my introduction. Student athletes bring in millions each year for their schools, but only recently have they begun to profit from big business of college sports. College sports generate billions of dollars for schools, networks, and corporate sponsors. Everyone is making money off college athletes except of the players. So, before I start my presentation, I'm going to tell you that all my statistics and all my research are from the UK or Europe schools, because obviously in Malaysia, I feel like there is no any college or schools that give them money as a payment for being on the sports team. And to talk about college athletes, you have to mention in the Europe, they play big, they enter, they get shot in the TV, get a lot of sponsors. Some of the real athletes came and watched them play, and I feel like them not getting paid is something unfortunate. So let's talk about the need of the student. College athlete programs collect 14 billion in total revenue in 2019, not include income from broadcasting rights and corporate sponsorships. The average athlete scholarship is roughly 18,000. Only about 1% of student athletes receive a full scholarship. Yeah, like I mentioned, yes, scholarship. Some schools, they give their payments like a scholarship. Yeah, you play for the team, you get a full scholarship for your diploma or degree or for your studies basically. But still, I feel like the scholarship itself is not enough and actually not fair for every college athletes. And like I state the fact that only 1% of student athletes receive a full scholarship. So the satisfaction that I can talk about to you guys is, first of all, to bring this up, I feel like not anyone talk about it, because only in the college sports circle just know about this. Like for normal students or outsiders didn't know about. So I feel like even though the college athletes know about them not getting paid, I feel but they just keep quiet. So first of all, we have to have bravery, and you have to talk to your coach about having a salary or payment like any other work or sports athletes. And I feel like giving the students money or payment is actually good, and they actually deserve it. You know, college athletics is one of the biggest sport event for schools. Beside, they are more better than high school sports or middle school sports, if you don't believe that. And that's actually true. There are a lot of scout, for example, football or soccer, hockey, and etc. They're gonna be scouts. You know that in college, at college sports, they play a lot in all over Malaysia. Let's say your college at Selangor, you play with Terengganu, you play with Kelantan, and etc. So you know that them as a student, money is really important, like really important. So personally for me, in my thoughts on students, usually their time in the college, either they study or they do their part-time. I see a lot of students do part-time, especially Foodpanda, Grab, and many more. They do that because they want money to survive in the college. You know that, I feel like not everybody know this, but college expenses are quite a lot. Maybe for some people it's due to the way they spend it, but I feel like in overall it's quite expensive. So they work as a part-time to save up money, to use that money to survive a lot longer, or to live quite peacefully. Can I say that? Or I'm not sure is that the right word. But if the students are playing sports, most of their time will be studying and sports. They don't have time to actually find money to keep up with their daily expenses. So I feel like them having a salary payment or getting money is actually pretty good. So what can I give to you is giving them salary or money for joining and competing for their college. Students will not have to worry about money and can take care of their daily expenses. Like I mentioned, that is really important. And as I said before, as a student, the daily expenses is quite a lot. So by giving them money, it will actually make them happy. You know, as a player, as an athlete for the college, getting money will boost up their morale, will make them even energetic to play even. And besides that, we can find more hidden talents among the newcomers by them attracting or knowing that college athletes are being paid for being on the team. You know, like I mentioned, when students are usually use up their time for studying and finding money by working as a part-time. So they feel like getting money is way more important than sports. So by them knowing that playing sports for their college, getting salary or money, it will attract them to play for their college in any kind of sports. It doesn't matter. But still, if they know that they are playing sports for their college, getting money, it will actually attract more people to play sports for their college. And like I said, we might find hidden talents among them. So the first thing you have to do, the action you have to do, is raise your voice. It's not wrong to propose something that will give students benefits, and I feel like students can propose this to the higher ups in sports sports field, where all the higher ups in sports, you can talk to them, propose something about college athletes getting money. And I feel like the most important thing is coaches and the support of coaches and sport directors of each college. By them supporting the students getting their salary, I feel like it will happen, and the borders or the the chancellor will approve if there are a lot of support in giving them money. So in conclusion, I feel like yes, college athletes should be paid for being on the college team or participating in the college for the college. I feel so wrong knowing that college athletes did not get paid. You know, as a bystander, knowing that makes me feel unmotivated as well. So it's kind of a bit of dramatic, but it's actually kind of true. So I hope that all around the world, especially in Malaysia, please give them the money or salary that they actually deserve. Assalamualaikum.
Imagine our kids having damaged eyesight, tumors, disrupted sleep patterns, mental health issue, and have a lack ability to learn. Smartphones today have become both boon and a curse for the youngsters. Smartphones have been a great tool that children of all ages use to study, but on the other hand, excessive use of smartphones is bound to have negative impact in our children's overall health and development. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi, my name is Zainul Hazim bin Hisam from CEEE 2223C, and today I will persuade you on, are kids allowed to have smartphones? In today's globalized digital world, the usage of smartphones is rapidly increasing. Children all around the globe have started using smartphones for various purposes. Thus, most parents would have tried to limit their children's screen time before the pandemic began. But we also, those limits has been explored once the lockdown began. Some parents feel proud how their young children can navigate through the app and the smartphone with a great ease, while some parents allow their children to use smartphone all day to watch YouTube, playing games, or use social media without understanding the negative impact on their children's development. These problems are serious cases. Indeed, all parents must be alert and taking action to ensure their children didn't involve and be affected to any negative impact of excessive usage of smartphones. The kids didn't know what they went to, so it is our responsibility to tell them. Some consultation also will work on them. The teacher also should keep track of their students. Teachers should not give so many works via the internet. Thus, teachers should give homework to encourage students to go to the library. Next, we move to visualization. For the first picture that we can see on the screen is about World Health Organization statement. Previously, you already heard about, are kids allowed to have smartphones? What the use of talking without proof, right? Let's see a statement that be won by the World Health Organization over here. Did they say more than 300 children are diagnosed with cancer every year? Or did they say more than 3,000? No, they said more than 300,000 every year, and the number will grow up year by year. Moreover, can be denied that cyberbullying is a result from children having smartphones that give them access to everything. This issue will lead to some problem that be shown on the graph. The most thing that must be concerned is that 41% of them will have social anxiety, and this will lead the children will lack of social skill, and fear of socializing will be higher. So in the next graph show that the parents that reported their children be cyberbullied in Canada 2009. Okay, let's see the highest one, which is 12 until 13 years old. 41% among the children that be reported to be victim of the cyberbullying. But if you think it wisely, it's supposedly to be more of them, but they didn't report to their parents. So, what action can we take to prevent the children to have negative impact on excessive usage of smartphones? As we know, the risk of tumor itself is a great influencing factor for us to make sure that we limit the time for our children using smartphones to avoid any sort of risk. Moreover, as a parents or siblings or even in community, it is our responsibility to be watchful and keep track of our children's activities. Have a clear and a friendly conversation about cyberbullying and what is harassment to help the children understand how they can prevent themselves from being bullied. Buy them the phone that government have made because that device have many limits except for study purposes. Remember, the future depends on this new generation, so think it wisely. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Reusable shopping bags are not just a trendy way to carry your grocery as you walk home from the supermarket sipping your coffee through a paper straw. There are actually many reasons why using reusable bags is the right way to carry your groceries and everything else. Using reusable bags over plastic or paper bag can save on money, resources, and have a positive impact on the environment as well. So why should we use reusable bags, and do the benefit of using reusable bags, shopping bags, really add up? So before I continue, let me introduce myself first. My name is Izzat Nur Hakim bin Muhammad Asri, and I'm here to proceed to my listeners. Please use the reusable bags to help our planet more greener. So the most obvious answer to the question, why use reusable bags, is to reduce the impact of plastic bags on the environment. It's not news that single-use plastic like water bottle and shopping bags are crowding landfill and endangering wildlife. Still, the plain truth is that our use of plastic bags is more than excessive, especially in Malaysia every year, and it's taking a serious toll on the planet. So rather than preach to you, our dear listeners, who just want to get to the straight point and buy some cool stuff, we are going to hit you with some hard fact about single-use plastic bags. So, did you know that the world dumps a massive 2.12 billion tons of waste every year, according to the World Counts? That's so many, uh, what we call a high number of facts of the plastic bags. There are two facts of global plastic bag use that affect our planet, which is the Center for Biological Diversity report that harm to at least 267 different species has been attributed to plastic pollution in the oceans. So the plastic also 50% of the plastic are used only once. It's expensive to manufacturing plastic, and most plastic items take 450 years to biodegrade. So next, plastic bags alone kill up to 100,000 marine animals every year. One species that is especially hard hit is the leatherback sea turtle, which often confuse plastic bags for the jellyfish they like to eat, and one of every 3 leather bag is found with plastic in its stomach, according to the Center for Biological Diversity. Now, let's go through to the graph, the statistic of the amount of plastic waste that create every 2 years from 2016 to 2018 in Malaysia. As you can see, the numbers are increasing every year, decrease and continue increasing until now. So as you can see, it's so dangerous for our planet. So how plastic waste impact ocean? 8 tons of plastic waste are dumped in the sea. All this critically affect marine life forms. 3,000 tons of waste float on ocean surface every year. So before that, now that you are aware of the dramatic impact single-use plastic bags have on our environment, I hope you have a better understanding of why we should use reusable bags. It seems like an easy decision to make and easy practice to adopt. So what's stopping us? There is many solutions to tackle this problem, but one of the most thing that I want to highlight is we should use the reusable bag for our daily routine. One of the many reasons is reusable grocery bags are far more environmentally friendly due to the fact that they don't end up in the landfills or garbage unit nearly as often as regular shopping bags. Furthermore, reusable grocery bags can be used for carrying far more things than regular grocery bags. As long as you wash them properly and store them in a clean place away from excess sunlight or humidity, your reusable grocery bag can last you for years and years. And you can use it to carry non-grocery items too. So there are clear benefits of why we should use reusable bags. So first of all, they are cost effective. You can use reusable cloth bags for years and never have to toss them away if they become dirty. You simply throw them in the washing machine and keep on using them. Second, they are strong. You can use them for many years. They also can carry much more weight than plastic bags. Third, they are safe resources. Plastic bags use natural gas and crude oil to manufacture. They are non-biodegradable and they require even more fossil fuel to ship. So when you use a reusable bag, you are not just decreasing the amount of non-renewable resources needed for producing plastic bags, but you also decreasing the amount of money it costs each year for your community to clean them up. And lastly, they are reliable and durable. Unlike plastic bags, they are flimsy. Reusable bags are durable and you can carry a lot more at one time. Fill them right and they won't break. So this means you will make fewer trips from your car and back and can carry more at a time comfortably. As you can easily see, by using reusable bags rather than plastic bags can be one of the most important decisions you will ever make. There is no age limit in using the reusable bags, and there is no discrimination between gender, race, or religion. You become one of the billion heroes out there for saving our planet ecosystem to be more greener. Imagine if you were able to contribute to the planet for helping it to be more clean and greener. I mean, you just save many thousands of animal and ocean life out there. To sum up, reusable grocery bags are extremely useful, environmentally friendly, and most likely above all, help you help you can carry more things than any other regular plastic grocery bags could ever allow you to. So what you waiting for? Grab your reusable bags and save the planet. So And I want to add some more that grocery bags also uh, also can impact our environment and our life, animal life and ocean life. So to be to create more greener and healthier planet. So please, hands your and grab your reusable bags to save the planet. So that's all from me. Thank you for listening and goodbye.
E-hailing service over taxi. Will this transformation will give the benefits, will give the advantages for both user and also driver? Is it e-hailing service more safety? And how about the price? Let's talk about this. Assalamualaikum and hi guys. I'm Haris. Did you know that Malaysia has started e-hailing service since 2014, which is on that time Malaysia was started with Uber company, and until now there is a lot of company that have in Malaysia of e-hailing service such as Grab, MyCar, Maxim, and also InDriver. So from 2014 until now 2022, we can see a lot of improvement, a lot of innovation that happen in the software, in the application of e-hailing service. So let's see why e-hailing service is our future technology that we need to use, we need to adapt, and we need to find the best way how to make this e-hailing service more better and more easier to make our lifestyle more better. So the first thing first, e-hailing service is convenient. So compared to before this, when we are using taxi, we need to wait at the bus stop, waiting at the road, waiting at the LRT station and so on, just for waiting the taxi. Is it hard, right? Is it difficult on that time? And we are just wasting our time. So compared to now, when we already have this e-hailing service, so we just open the application and call or contact the driver to come to our location. So is it more easy, right? In fact that the driver don't need to ask the customer where is the location, because everything is on the application, everything is ready. Is it convenient, right? So other than that, e-hailing service is cashless. So right now, 2022, we don't need to bring a lot of cash, a lot of money, and so on. Because why? Because now is cashless. We can just only use online banking, debit card, QR Pay, and for e-hailing we already have e-wallet such as like GrabPay. So it will make our lifestyle more better, more easier, and more secure. So other than that, besides, e-hailing service have a competitive pricing. So compared when we are using taxi, so normally taxi are using the meter fare rate. So we cannot predict what is the price when we want to use when we want to go to the location. So we cannot predict the price when we are using taxi. Because why? Because we don't know when the road having a traffic jam, when the road have an accident, and the price will change over the time. So compared to now, when we are using the e-hailing service, we can already know what is the price on that time, and we can already predict and manage our money more easier. So e-hailing service is more easy, and we can manage our money, what is the price on that time. And in fact that someone said that e-hailing service is more cheap compared to the taxi. Is it true? So other than that, next, e-hailing service is safety. Did you know that the driver and also the user, the customer, has already registered their identities, their names, number phone, and so on the e-hailing application. So There is no strangers on the road because everything have the record. So in fact that for e-hailing service, we can comment, we can give rating to the both customer and also the driver. When for both side is being rude, is being aggressive and disruptive, so we can give the comment to make sure the driver or the customer is behave themselves. Okay, so next, e-hailing service is more flexible. Because of why? Because first, we can manage our time. So, it will make our time, our life more easier and better. So, other than that, when we are using e-hailing service, the driver normally will use their own vehicle. So, when we are using our own vehicle, so we will make sure our vehicle is clean, is secure, is safety, and so on. And before we want to order the e-hailing, when we want to use this public transportation, we already can know what type of vehicle that come to our location. So we can choose, uh, we can choose what type of vehicle that we want to use. Maybe sometimes we want a big car, and sometimes we want a small car, and so on. Is it easy, right? So, e-hailing service give the benefits for both user and also driver. So, for example, e-hailing service have saved our time and also save money. So is it good, right? Because why? Because compared to before this, when we are using a meter taxi, we don't know what is the price at the end of the location, right? So we can save our money, and also other than that, we can save our time. Because why? Because we just wait at the house, wait at our location right now, at the office and so on, and the driver, the cars will come to our location. So it will make our time, we can manage our time more properly and more easier. So the problem arise when people think that e-hailing service is hard to use, is difficult to use, and it will make this e-hailing service no uh transformation, no innovation, and so on. So, we need to make people use this e-hailing service to make sure e-hailing service can have the innovation on the application, on the software of the e-hailing. So by now, you can already know, we can already see what is the advantage, what is the benefits when we are using the e-hailing service. As you can easily see, e-hailing service give more benefits compared to the give the more advantage compared to the disadvantage. So when people are using this type of e-hailing service, this is one of the option of public transportation. So when we are using this e-hailing service, we can make the road, we can decrease the traffic jam and so on. So there is no reason why we don't use this e-hailing service, because there's a lot of advantages, there's a lot of benefits when we are using this type of public transportation, this e-hailing service. So that's all from me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.